Okay, so here we go with some more information. Okay, so I'm selling banjos over the internet mostly, and I have about 50 different banjos in Atlanta. And I've mentioned this before, and they're used, and it gives you an opportunity to come, if you're looking for a banjo, to look at pre-war banjos. You can look at I've got neck-filled banjos, Stelling banjos, Deering banjos, Bishline banjos, 50s Gibson banjos, RB1, the whole 9 yards, and it's kind of fun. It's kind of the culmination of spending a lot of time collecting banjos, and it's a lot of fun. And I had some fairly expensive Martin guitars, so I sold them, and I took that money and bought banjos with it. So mentally, if I had $50,000 in a Martin, and I bought, you know, what, 13 $3,000 to $4,000 banjos, I get actually a lot more fun. Plus, mentally, I'm not, since I have that money tied up in the Martin, I'm not thinking, hey, I need to invest this money or something. I can just have fun with it, honestly make a little bit of money, but provide a service for people. And since we're 7 minutes from the airport, we can, you can fly in if you've got Sky Miles or whatever. Well, what's the point of this? The point is that as I'm selling banjos, people are calling baby boomers that have been playing for a few years, and they all seem to have that timing problem. They get into a jam, they get off, and so the second thing I'm doing is, if you go to Geoff Hohwald, you have to spell it right, geoffhohwald.com, I now offer extended lessons, and it's kind of like being a coach. So, for example, you can take a 2-hour lesson, you can take a 5-hour lesson. It's not 5 straight hours, but within the day it might take 6 or 7. You get 5 hours of instruction, and when you leave, you might have videos, CDs, things to help you. And then I've had 5 sessions where people have come for 10 hours over 2 days. And it's, once again, I can explain on the video what I'm doing. I can say, okay, well, play this lick here, I can break it down, but it's more helpful if I can sit with you and you play it. I can get out my metronome, I can time it and see exactly how fast you can do it clearly, okay? I can look at the lick itself. I can look at each note. I can look at your finger position, and we actually drill it. We sit there. We might sit for 20 minutes and go. And as you do this and improve, at some point I can say, okay, you've got it pretty well at this speed. And then we go on to something else after, and we tell jokes and stuff. I mean, it's very relaxed because you have to be relaxed. And so we cover something else. We might play a Cripple Creek. And then later that day, we may go back to the lick, because we've given it time to settle in. And we also, once again, do videos of you playing the lick, me playing the lick, and in some cases I'll take the lick and put it on a CD at, let's say, 10 or 15 different speeds. And then also I will show you some ways to practice that will result in your being able to play faster and be able to play more clearly, okay? And I don't know if this will make sense, but essentially when I practice, I sit down with the banjo and I'll go, and I might do that for 30 seconds, and all of a sudden, in this case, oh, my picks aren't quite, they don't feel quite right, so I fit them properly. Okay, then I'll play a lick like, okay, I either play it satisfactorily or not satisfactorily. Okay, after 30 seconds, after about 30 seconds, I make a decision. Am I going to play this more, or am I going to go to something else? So it's test. Okay, so I'm playing this. Okay, so that one seems okay. So then I go up here and I go, okay, let's... Okay, 30 seconds, maybe a minute, I'll play that, and then I'll say, well, based on this, what do I now want to do? Now, this seems like hopping and skipping around, which I guess it is. And then I'm thinking, okay, well, I want to play Shucking the Corn at about 170, which is pretty fast. So I'll play it. Not at 170, so I'll play it a couple. And then within that playing, I might play it for 2 minutes. I'm going, you know what? And I might find out, hey, this chord, when I switch to this chord, it's not real clear. So okay, when I play that chord, and I'm just showing you what's going on in my mind, I notice that when I hit or note the third string, third fret, I'm somewhat inconsistent. I'm not hitting it real clean, so... I'll put that into a drill. So I play it, I relax for a second, I play it again. Okay, again. Again. Okay, now I make a decision. Let me see if I can play it a lot faster. Okay. You'll notice every 30 seconds I decide, okay, now let me put it into the song for a second. Again. Okay, so that seems to sound fine. I may go ahead and record it, because when you record it, you can hear every little subtlety about it. So to explain to somebody, you sit to practice, and every 30 seconds you make a decision whether to continue what you're doing or to do something else. In order to do that successfully, you have to develop what I call a feedback loop, where once you play, you can make an accurate representation of the quality of the playing, and if that needs more work, okay? That's what happens when you spend 5 hours with me. I'm able to observe. I try different things with you, and we start to develop that feedback loop where all of a sudden your practice becomes efficient. Normal practice, many times, you'll say, okay, let's say we're doing this C chord. And you say, I'm going to practice this for 10 minutes, which you do. At that speed. And truthfully, if you play it for 10 minutes, yes, it is going to be better. But in fact, in this case, after about 30 seconds, I've got it okay. So I can either speed that up or go to something else. Does that make sense? So in my case, during that 10 minutes, I might play this at 15 different speeds, totally test it out, try different hand positions, whereas the other traditional way of doing the same thing for 10 minutes, you might only get 10 or 15% of the benefit. Anyway, that's, hopefully I've communicated what I've been trying to communicate. And if you do have any curiosity about this, just go to geoffhohwald.com, and it explains some of the stuff and gives some, feedback testimonials of people who've done this. That's it.